At Crimson, Carly asks Drew why he blackballed Nina when they already got their revenge and took her magazine. Drew said he had to shut down her attempts to start a rival magazine. She asks why he keeps having to one-up her. Why can't he just ignore Nina? Drew fumes that Nina tried to sabotage her first issue and he couldn't let her get away with it. Carly says he should have had faith in her and she still got that issue out. Drew says Nina isn't going to disappear from their lives like they want her to. Carly says the best thing to do is ignore Nina, and she's learned when she stoops to Nina's level it backfires. She says Nina has lost Sonny, Willow, and the kids. Drew points out she has an unlimited bank account and that is dangerous. Carly accuses Drew of just wanting to humiliate Nina. Drew doesn't want to fight with Carly, but he won't apologize for wanting justice for what Nina did to him. He thought she would agree with him. She admits fighting back has always been her gut reaction, but also cost her a lot over the years. Now that she's lost her mom, she realizes life is too short. Drew explains he came out of Pentonville with so much rage, and he had nobody to blame for his beating until he found out Nina sent him there. He fumes every time he sees her. He thinks about what he lost, and he'd like Nina to feel humiliated as payback. Carly isn't asking him to forgive Nina, but this anger scares her. She says he hasn't been the same since he went to prison. He says, "I went to prison." Carly says, "You went to prison for me." Drew doesn't feel he went to prison just for her, and he would make the same choice again. Carly understands his desire for revenge, and she knows she didn't suffer as much as he did. But she can't move on unless Nina is behind her. She doesn't want to argue, fight, or seek revenge against Nina anymore. She says it always comes back to bite her and she suffers too. That is how she feels, but she can't make him feel that way. She doesn't know if he can get Nina out of his life completely. Drew hears her, and he is in this relationship too, so he feels he gets a say when it comes to Nina. Carly fears Nina is turning him into someone else, which means Nina wins and he loses. She reminds him when she took this job he was to end his war with Nina and he agreed. She hands him the magazine and says, "Consider this my first and last issue," and walks out. Maxie and Sasha arrive at Charlie's and meet up with Cody and Spinelli. Sasha acts surprised to see the men and suggests they all hang out tonight. Cody and Sasha head to the bar to get them drinks. At the bar, Sasha asks Cody what tricks he has up his sleeve. Cody says Spinelli used to serenade Maxie with karaoke when they were dating, so he thought they would help remind them of their past. Meanwhile, at a table, Maxie vents to Spinelli about the Tracy problem at Deception. A waitress gives them some slips for their karaoke choices, and it reminds them both of their non-wedding. Cody and Sasha are the first up to karaoke, and Sasha is stunned Cody nominated them. Cody tells her to trust him. They sing "Stand By You." After they finish, Cody tries to get Spinelli to sing, but he won't, and he won't tell Maxie how he feels about her and begs Cody to let it go. He asks why he cares anyway. Cody just wants him to be happy, and he feels bad about how he treated him in the past. He also cares about Maxie and her family, and he wants her to be happy. Spinelli accuses him of spending time with him and Maxie so he can spend time with Sasha. He admits he likes Sasha, but that's not why he wants him and Maxie together. Spinelli decides to cut out, but Sasha and Maxie return from the bar, and Maxie says he can't go without singing. Spinelli is called to the stage, and he sings a love song with the chorus, "It All Comes Down to You." Maxie smiles as she watches him perform. After he gets off stage, Cody and Sasha give Spinelli and Maxie space and time alone. Maxie says she loved the song, and it reminded her of the song he sings to Bailey Lou at night. She loves listening to him sing to her, and she loves having him around. She admits she'd like it if he'd never go back to his place. Spinelli admits he feels the same way, and these past few months have felt so right. There is nothing he wouldn't do for her. Maxie says he's always been there for her, and she knows she can count on him. Spinelli says she's one of his closest friends, and he considers her more than a friend. She asks how so. He pulls her into a kiss, and she reciprocates. Suddenly, she pulls away and says she has to go. Out in the alley, Sasha tells Cody it is fun watching him scheme for a good cause. He says it's easy when you have a good accomplice. Maxie rushes out of the bar and tells Sasha they have to go, and drags her off. At Pentonville, Dant and Anna make up Cyrus, and she runs down the plan with him to talk to O'Neill after he gives a sermon. Cyrus feels like he's betraying his flock.